In today's video, you're going to get to see a beautiful 1956 Ford Crown Victoria. Hello everybody and welcome to Classic Car ChitChat. My name is Kevin. I am thrilled you're joining me today. In today's video, you're going to meet a gentleman. His name is Jim. Jim owns a stunning 1956 Ford Crown Victoria. He's had this car for about 40 years or so. It is gorgeous. It has a Continental kit on it. It even has the coolest exhaust systems that come out of the bumpers as well. What makes this unique is that it has one of the most beautiful color combinations that I have ever seen. It's got this aquamarine blue and beige white sort of combination. But the best part is, according to Jim, the color was from toothpaste. It was the Aquafresh toothpaste. He loved the colors so much, he took it to the paint shop and they custom made it for him. So without further ado, let's hop in, let's go for a drive, and let's check out this beautiful 1956 Ford Crown Victoria. Beautiful, Jim. Rev the engine for me, sir. And turn her off and come on out. Well, first of all, Jim, she's gorgeous. Tell me what you have.
Thank you. 1956 Ford Crown Victoria.
And she is glorious. What is this color, my friend?
It's a turquoise. Came from my Aquafresh toothpaste.
Seriously?
Seriously, that's where I got the color from.
So you saw the tooth, you know, like the three-colored toothpaste, that kind of thing?
That's the only toothpaste I use. So
okay, so a little bit of advertising for Aquafresh.
Unfortunately, it's hard to find.
Yes, right? And they've changed the colors now, have they not?
Yeah, they have.
Oh my God. So hang on a second, just so I'm clear. You saw the toothpaste, you saw this is the color I like.
That's right.
And you had the paint mixed to meet your requirements.
And it took 3 tries, and as I showed you there.
It's gorgeous. Wow. All I'm thinking about is toothpaste now, but this is just amazing. How long have you had the car, Jim?
I have had the car for almost 40 years.
Wow, so you were what, like 4 years old when you got it?
No. I was in my, late 40s.
What do you mean late 40s?
Late 40s.
How old are you?
I'm 78.
Good Lord, man.
Yeah, an old man.
Wow, you don't look it. You look amazing. A little bit of Jack Nicklaus about you.
Yeah, you're...
No,
not
Jack Nicklaus, Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, yes. Not Nicholas, not the golfer. Yeah. You could probably golf too, but Nicholson.
And when I was younger,
yes,
Burt Reynolds.
Really?
Seriously.
Okay, you checked off all the boxes. Wow, Jim, this is absolutely stunning. You know what I noticed as you rev the engine?
Yeah.
The exhausts are built right into the rear bumpers there.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Whoa, and that's a little dirty there. That does not suit me.
But was that the way it came, or did you have that customized?
In 1955, they had the exhausts here on each side. They came out in the Thunderbirds.
This high?
In the Thunderbirds, yes. So what they did in 1956, because they came standard with the Continental kit,
yes,
they had to move the exhaust, so they moved it on the 56 Thunderbirds it came out at the side here. So on the 56 Fords, they came out through the bumper. That was an add-on option.
My God. That is a real clever piece of engineering right there. I love the way it just sort of blends in. So
Yeah.
you don't even notice it.
Yeah.
Because normally you'd think it was underneath somewhere, but there you go. Oh my goodness me.
Yes.
Magnificent. What a machine, Jim. It's those little elements too, like the way your antenna, does this light up?
No, I've been thinking of drilling a little hole, putting a little LED light in there, but haven't as yet.
No, but it was never designed to light up.
No, it was
just
not.
Looks like a reflection.
Yeah.
thing.
Normally, I think they have two, one on each side. but
Okay.
I thought one was good enough.
So other than the color, excuse me, is this more or less the original car, like the way it was designed? You've got mag wheels in and everything else.
The only difference is the mag wheels are add-on.
Right.
The rest is all original. All the chrome is stainless, which has been sent out to Dave Howard up in Goderich,
Really?
and he polished it for me. And
It's stainless steel
I
polished?
reassembled, everything.
Wow.
The only thing that's chrome are the bumpers and the grille, and the hood ornament and those
Yes.
things and the mirrors. The rest, all the chrome around the windows and everywhere is all stainless, which will last forever, really.
Oh, absolutely stunning. It's been a labor of love for you though, hasn't it?
It has been, man, I'm telling you, in the 13 years it took me to restore this.
So who did the actual restoration? You did?
No, place in Brampton, body shop, did all the body work, and they had it for 3 years.
Really? So it was a slow process even
It was
for
a
them.
slow process. They had it on a rotisserie on its side, and I'd go up there every week checking on it. They went through a restoration in their whole facility over that period of time. So I was really worried because it was up there and they moved it from one corner to another, that the doors wouldn't fit and, the trunk and...
But they kept her intact and everything looks beautiful.
They did.
You know what else is really cool though, Jim, is just those little elements like the way this whole stainless steel finish sort of sweeps
That
around
Sierra?
the top. Yeah, it's lovely.
That's started in 1955. 55 Fords had it, 56. It stopped.
And I love how the paint continues in there too.
That was my idea.
That's lovely.
It used to be black.
Oh, is that right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So
Incredible. Just even the curve of the glass here though, Jim, like everything about this.
yeah.
Just a beautiful machine.
The other add-on in the seats, which I got done, they used to be red and white.
Okay.
When I had them reupholster the seats and everything, the headliner, I added the Crown Victoria on the back of the seats, which is not something that the cars had.
Right. But it's a nice touch.
It's it's a nice
Certainly,
touch.
Absolutely. So this has got sort of the resto mods, if you will. You've modified it to fit your needs.
Yes.
A little original, a little bit extra.
Yes.
Why not? She's beautiful. The side mirrors, you actually had two.
Yes.
That's rare too, right? Because that was almost an option.
Yeah. They had three different models of mirrors. Ones were rectangular, which I like better than these,
Okay.
but they're on there. They'll have to do.
Oh, I noticed here you've got some lights inside.
Sex lights.
Sorry, sir, what was that?
They're called sex lights.
And why is that, Jim?
I don't know.
Oh, really? Okay.
But yeah, we used to put them on, and at night.
This is your wife and yourself, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just in case she's listening, not some other girl.
Yeah.
Okay, so it adds a little bit of an ambiance, if you will.
Yes.
Okay, while you're listening to some 50s tunes.
Yeah. Although they're illegal, because you're not allowed to have anything but white lights in the front and the amber.
Yes.
Anything but is frowned upon.
Really? So these were a red color or orangey?
No, they just They were just something you could buy a Canadian Tire.
Okay.
And guys thought, hey, that'd be a good
Why
idea to
not?
put them there. So,
Incredible. You know what I love about this too is the design, the way it sweeps down. Like,
yes,
it's
that
just
was definitely
beautiful
a
design.
beautiful design that Ford came up with.
Yes. And the whole sweep of the whole rear end is just so perfectly straight. It's enough to make a grown man cry, Jim. It's magnificent.
Well,
Now, you were showing me earlier, sir.
yes.
You've got this little, what is all that paraphernalia you brought with you? Tell me what you've got there.
This here? Well,
So this is a little bit about the car.
yes, I made this up from, I came in 1952 to Canada from East Germany.
Wow.
And
Lived in Mississauga,
Acton.
basically.
Yeah,
around
Acton,
the area.
where my mom and dad had a restaurant, and my
What was the name of the restaurant?
the Mayfair restaurant.
Wow,
Yeah,
okay.
the Mayfair restaurant.
So if anybody's watching who remembers the Mayfair,
My best friend, who I went to school with in grade 4 or 5, and all the way through high school and
Right.
everything, he met my wife's twin sister, and he says he came up to Acton. And he says, would you like to meet a girl? You know? And I said, well, of course. He came down. I met Linda's twin sister, Ruth.
right?
So we went out on a date together. And shouldn't be saying this,
But
but
go ahead. Too late now. You've started.
on the subject of going out, I asked her if she would go out with me again. And she says, you can go out with me if you shave this ugly mustache off that I had.
Oh my God!
And just like a fool, I shaved it off because I wasn't going to lose this woman.
Okay.
So anyway, that was way back in 63, 64.
Wow.
And there she is, still in my house.
Wonderful. And you grew the mustache and more.
Now I am growing whatever I want.
Exactly. That's amazing. So you kept a little bit of a history on the car.
Yeah.
What's this magazine then?
So for quite some time now, I belong to the Crown Victoria Association.
So this is North American?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's actually all over the world. They
Really?
have members in
Fantastic.
Australia and
Okay, so it's a global thing.
it's a global thing, yes. So I made,
So actually, when you look at this, they actually had a convertible version of this as well.
this is a
right.
55, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so
So you had written this article that you were going to send
quite
them.
some time ago.
Wow.
Yeah. So
What's all this artwork, my
as
friend?
I was restoring this, since we didn't have cameras in those days,
Right.
I made a drawing of every article I removed and
Oh my God.
where it came from.
Heck, you even dated it and everything else.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Jim,
I
I am
had
so
to date it.
impressed. Look, you've got the logo bang on too. You are a little bit of an
Chrome.
artist, my friend.
Chrome, and well, I should have brought you the picture of the pinup girl I did.
Oh, now you're getting me all excited. All right. Wow.
Yeah, so anyways, I did everything. All
My
the
goodness
screws,
me.
every piece, the inner fenders.
So, are you an engineer?
No.
You're just mechanically inclined and an artist, an architect?
No, I'm just mechanically inclined. This
Oh,
was
my goodness.
This was the wiring harness,
Crying out
which I
loud,
removed.
Jim.
The old one, which most of the wires were burnt and missing, and
This is textbook material. You could print this. Oh my Lord, look at the detail. Jim, for crying out loud.
so that was that's the cigar lighter or cigarette lighter assembly. How it
Jesus.
was put together, and
What a testament to what you've done in your car here.
the back of
You've
where
got
all the lights
everything,
go.
Yes.
and-
So you know if you had to take it apart, as opposed to nowadays, you take a picture or you look on
yes,
Google,
that's right.
Oh
But
my gosh.
I had a friend at the time,
Uh-huh.
Harris Thompson.
Okay.
He restored 55, 56 Fords only.
Really?
And I would go down and see him once a week, and watch him, what he's doing and how he's doing things.
Yeah.
So I figured when the time came to restore this, I had a source and someone to go to if
Yeah.
I ever get stuck.
Right.
So, and that's what I saw this guy more than my wife sometimes.
Yes, and your wife will often remind you back in the day,
Yes.
Jim, you're not going to go and see him again.
But yeah, after the body work was done, I brought the car home. The doors, the hood, the fence, you name it. They were everywhere in the house.
Amazing.
They were even in our bedroom. Downstairs in the basement.
Oh my God!
just-
Every room in the
Every
house had a
room in
little
the
bit of the
house.
Crown Vic in her, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So-
me. Can we take a look at the engine there, Jim?
We can. One thing I added last year were
LED lights.
LED headlights.
Well, you got to see where you're going, right?
Well,
So
yes.
it helps. Oh my Lord, my friend!
So this has been 20 years of.
Is this the original orange color that the engines came
Yep,
in?
yep,
Yeah. So back
yeah.
in the day.
Yeah.
Oh. Lord.
So a new Edelbrock carburetor, new dual cylinder power brakes, power steering pump,
No air conditioning.
no air
It
conditioning.
was never a factory option, or was it an option?
It was a factory
It was,
option,
okay.
but not everybody could afford that.
No, that really was a luxury.
An alternator instead of
A generator.
a generator,
Right.
yes, that I put in. Yeah, so
Okay, a cooling system even. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. And of course, no expense spared with a little bit of extra chrome in there. either,
Well,
right, Jim?
yes,
You
you're
gotta-
right.
Gotta
You're
add a little
right.
bit more bling to it. I noticed though, as you lift the hood up, you got to be careful. You could bop your head.
well, this is true,
I'm
but
sure you've done it once or twice.
or twice, yes, but I kind of remember.
Yeah. Wow.
And I'm not the tallest person
This
in the
is
world,
true,
so
yes. This is where height does not
Yeah,
have an
yeah.
advantage. How about in the trunk? How much space do you have
yeah.
there, sir? I love how these things slide over. So where's your gas cap, by the way?
Right there.
Oh yeah, so you got to move this out. Okay.
Yeah.
It's got an automatic release?
Yeah.
Get out. That's something. Wow. Hey, this is beautiful. Look at the detail back there too. So that's the back of the seats.
I just did that last year. Yeah. And the floor mats I made myself in the back.
What can't you do there, Jim? Seriously, what can't you do? Like you've done everything. Like you're an artist, an engineer, somebody who loves toothpaste. You got good teeth, by the way. Aquafresh it is. Captain Aquafresh.
Well,
Oh my God. I am so impressed. This
Yeah.
is absolutely a
and
stunning
at
car.
night there's all lights in here that I've
Ambient
got.
light. Oh
Yeah.
yes, you got the LED lights up
Yeah.
there too. Well, because you got to see what you're taking out.
Well, yeah.
Oh, if you're going to dump a body in there, you got to be able to make sure you don't scratch the paint.
I have lost a lot of space since
Yeah.
I put these panels in and that.
Right.
There's about that much more space behind it, so.
Got it.
But
It's lovely.
I don't need it.
Can we take a look inside?
Yeah, so I've added seat belts in the back because my daughter wouldn't allow the grandkids to go for a ride.
Yeah.
Unless they had-
Safety first, Pops.
Yeah.
That's the way it is, right? So,
Yeah.
my goodness.
So
You know what else is
And-
really cool, Jim? I love how this curves around. Right? So you got all this
It's
extra
all right.
space to
It's,
get in and
yeah,
out.
yeah.
My goodness.
I added this 2 years ago.
Did you
All the
make
gauges. Yeah, I made that. I got to have cup holders.
Yes.
They
Well,
mandatory
yeah,
nowadays.
for your Timmies. You've got to
So,
put
yeah.
it somewhere. Wow.
So
Now this is the original radio here.
this is the original radio.
Fantastic.
Yeah. This is the add-on. I've got my own tape music on that
Look at you.
and a GPS.
Because you got to know where you're going. A
Yep.
few extra gauges just to kind of tell you how things are performing.
Mm-hmm.
This is the original speaker grill, I'm assuming.
Yes, the front speaker grill. Yep.
Ashtray.
Ashtray. That's
Yeah.
where my USB is.
Oh, so no lighter inside there. Oh, the light is on the outside.
No, the lighter is lighter.
That one there,
Here,
yeah.
yeah. That's
Okay.
my lighter, yeah.
Beautiful.
Never been used like it should be.
Look at this.
Yes.
Even the color of the steering wheel, Jim, it just works. Everything.
Just redid that too.
Really?
A few months ago, yeah.
So you're constantly doing stuff to her to keep her
Well,
looking
yeah,
pretty.
it's constant maintenance, so
Never ends though, right?
Yeah,
But it's a labor of love.
it is.
I don't see you or hear you complaining about it. It's just, you know what? It's a passion, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, so one of these is for the lights here.
Right.
The other one are for these lights, the floor
Oh
lights.
yes, because you
So-
gotta have the ambience on
Yeah.
there too. Okay, well we'll yapped a bit. Shall we go for a little drive?
Sure,
do
let's
that.
go for a ride.
Now, why do you wear the gloves for this? You should get nice leather. I'm gonna buy you leather gloves
See,
for
I
Christmas.
chipped this already.
All from
And with the sweaty hands, this sometimes tends to get a little sticky.
yeah, hard to
you
grip
know.
sometimes.
And I actually made a leather or vinyl
cover.
cover.
Okay.
And I had to take it off because I had to fill cracks in here, and
Yeah.
repaint and everything, and I haven't put it back.
Okay.
So that's why, because of that.
Got it.
So
Alrighty, sir.
ready?
Let's go. Oh, the sound of your engine, Jim.
Well, you know.
So this is a what? 357?
292.
292. Okay, we'll come out this way.
When I had it as a standard, let's go, girl. When I had it as a standard, the sound of the exhaust was twice as nice as
Really?
it is now.
We'll turn right here. What do you mean standard? Like 3-speed manual drive?
Yep, on a column.
So that's how it came.
Yes.
Before you converted it. You got people pointing at you. It's like the mayor's in town.
You get used to that. People taking
Pictures and
pictures,
You're
videos.
a bit of a distraction, aren't you there, Jim?
Well, I am sometimes.
Oh, she's lovely. And at the next set of lights, we'll turn left. She handles the bumps beautifully.
Oh, I don't
Real
know.
cruiser.
I cut out 2 inches of front springs when I was restoring the car.
Really, just to give it that
Drop it down,
lower
and
look.
in the back, I've got lowering blocks that much in
Right.
the back. Yeah. I like to have my car sitting low.
Yes.
So. But I've actually had the car out a lot this year.
Good for you.
So
So only on nice sunny days, though, Jim, right?
only
we
on
don't like
and
wet weather.
today's an exception.
Yes, because you're meeting me, and I
Yes,
appreciate
you're right. You're right.
it. The visibility is beautiful in this thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
it's,
can see forever.
you know, there's no obstructions or
No,
large
nothing.
obstructions.
And what else is really cool is, again, the way the glass curves around, Jim. It's beautiful. It's very bus-like, for lack of better words. It's so cool.
That's a new glass in the front, but original glass
Really?
in the back. Yeah.
So that glass is from 1956.
Yes.
Wow, it looks brand new too.
Yeah.
No pitting.
These
Sorry,
are
we're
all
going
been
to
replaced.
turn right here.
These have all been replaced. The little vent windows.
Where do you find the front windshield glass for this? Where do you even go?
Well, I have to tell you
and we'll
that
turn right again.
that looking for the items that I required was a challenge at times, but it was fun.
Yes.
It was, hunting these things down.
Yes.
That was part of the restoration process.
Definitely. And of course, you did it in a time where you couldn't just hop onto the internet either and search for stuff,
You're right. That was.
Like you're getting on the phone, you're calling people, do you know this, or where can I
Yeah.
find this? Like
Yeah.
old school way of doing it.
The turn right or
No, we're going to go straight. Yeah.
the fact I belong to this club, you know, I could get in touch with members who own these cars,
Right.
and say, listen, I've got this issue or problem with
Yeah.
this car. Have you any ideas of what I can do to solve it?
Right.
So they would tell me, or they would say, call this person or
Yeah.
call that person.
Or such and such has experienced something like that,
Yep.
and
Yeah, you're right.
it was, you know what, what you described in there is, I think exists today with a lot of the car clubs as well. Like there's so many people out there to support you and help you.
Yes.
Any questions you have, everybody's sort of willing to share their knowledge or experiences. You know, I came across this, I wouldn't do it like that, I do it like this if I was doing it again.
Yep.
That
Yep.
kind of thing. So
Yep.
it's all good. It's all good knowledge.
The classic car environment, you know, they're out there to help each other as
Definitely.
much as they can.
Yes. And we'll turn right
Yeah.
here again. Now, as far as gas goes, Jim, what, just premium unleaded or regular?
Regular gas.
And she
yeah.
doesn't complain.
Nope. When
for
I
you.
was having the engine rebuilt,
Yeah.
they did something to it which allowed the engine to use unleaded gas.
Interesting.
So
Okay.
before you had to put an additive in,
Yeah.
but now,
You don't
I've
have
had
to
no
fuss with it.
issues.
Very good.
except I use a lot of gas.
Yes, and it's miles per gallon, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah, I've been to Buffalo, Niagara Falls, Collingwood, London, Wasaga Beach.
I'm sure you won a few awards for this little
Coal
girl
Hill.
along the way, have you not?
There's a few
I
awards.
bet.
yes.
You're just being polite there, but
yeah.
I can imagine. And we'll turn
Back
left.
to the
Left on Thomas.
yeah. But it's not about winning awards.
No,
it's
it's
about meeting people,
Having
enjoying
fun,
your
enjoying it. Life's too short, isn't it, my
Life's
friend?
too
So
short. You're right.
We got to make
You're
the
right.
most of
Yeah.
every chance we get. So, as a young man, when you first came from Germany
Yeah.
to Canada,
Yeah.
it must have been strange for you to see so many big American cars everywhere. Well, Canadian, like compared to European cars, which are much, much smaller for the most part.
Well, I don't. Being 5 years old, it was.
Oh, that's right too. You're only 5. Yeah, okay.
You know, it was my brother, my oldest brother, Pete. He passed away. He helped me with assembling the engine, rear end,
Okay.
transmission, and everything, and
Right.
putting it in. So that was helpful. But he had cars all the time, right
Did he?
from the time he was 15 years old.
So, do you remember your very first car you ever bought?
My very first car was a 1956 Ford two-door sedan.
Wow. Have you always been a Ford guy?
Yes and no.
Okay.
I have had my share of a brand new Pontiac,
Okay.
1967 Pontiac, which
Uh-huh.
I took to Germany.
Really?
Yeah.
That must have been a rare car.
You know, going to East Germany where the Russians were,
Yes.
into the town I lived in, you couldn't get out of the car sometimes. There were so many people following me as
Yeah.
soon as I slowed down.
Right.
And the first thing you always want to know, how much horsepower.
Yeah.
But it was, there were times I will never forget.
I bet.
So
Quite the experience, hey?
it was quite the experience, yes.
Yeah, and how things have changed there over time. So.
Oh, tell me about it.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, you can turn her off,
What
sir.
do I say?
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time today. Thank you for meeting me
You're
on
more
a
than welcome.
cloudy day. It did not rain. It's not supposed to, so I think we're good. But thank you. I really appreciate it. She's absolutely gorgeous. The day I saw you at the Streetsville car show, I said, I gotta get a hold of this guy. And this beautiful Aquafresh green or blue, whatever.
You're never going to forget
I'm
that.
never going to forget that. And the first thing I'm going to go now is go to the pharmacy and pick up the Aquafresh.
You won't find it.
Not in this color anymore. But it's amazing. Thank you, Jim.
You're more than welcome.